It's the whole language itself that we can, of course, translate. Particularly, as Howard says, there are so many different types of communication in Singapore. But Chinese tends to be more standard, whereas I think English has more variation, and that can be difficult to bring out in the translation. But also, there is this thing I encountered when translating the Sirens' play Stranger at Home, and I got a group of actors together to read it, just for me to hear what it sounds like, which I do as part of my process. And these actors could not get on with the concept that the characters were speaking Mandarin, but we happened to have turned it into English. Like, so they're English-speaking Singaporeans, they're Chinese-speaking, but we hear them in English. And this didn't work. They were like, no, they're speaking English. And I was like, so when you go to see Chekhov, do you sit there being confused and thinking, oh, they're Russian, why are they speaking English? And then they're like, no, Chekhov is different. So there's something about Singapore being multilingual that makes translation particularly difficult. Because then you're translating into a different context, because Chinese-speaking Chinese Singaporeans and English-speaking Chinese Singaporeans are quite different social groups. So if you say that they're speaking in English now, then you've kind of moved it to a different social level. But it's quite difficult to say, oh no, they're still Chinese speaking, but you're hearing them in English. And you know, audiences will accept this, but if my group of actors couldn't, then I suspect not.
I agree, and it made me think of another play of mine, Fundamentally Happy, which I wrote in 2006, I think. And it's a two-hander, and there's one character who's Chinese, Singaporean, but lived in Australia for a long time, so he's got an Australian accent, and then the other character is a Malay Muslim woman who teaches at the madrasa, and so she's got the tudung and everything. So, and this was one of the plays translated into Mandarin by Ina. And so I've always been very curious, like, how do you read it? Like, do you see that this Malay Muslim woman teaching at madrasa is speaking Mandarin? You know? And how do you color it? I mean, I don't understand, so I can't like assess the translation. But yeah, this is very real, I guess. Yeah.
So it's like all the mental and cultural leaps that you have to make to be able to translate the characters, these living, breathing, flesh and blood characters, and to expect the audience to make as well. Yeah, I saw a hand. Yes. Nami?